not gangster. That's very not gangster.
I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. I came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come
Say that
up
again.
missing.
I couldn't hear you over the sound of me myself.
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. Little homie, listen, try and serve me. I put a 25 in your back like Barry Bonds jersey. On the streets, on the beach, y'all ain't able. Cause too I shit on rappers like major labels. What's with the ice grilling, homie? Change your face. This either do more than tan you to change your race. Girls love metaphor, and I love them back. Addicted to getting head, chicks call me the brainiac. Battle rap with words, war like jihad. I write dope, flow crack, my notepad need rehab. Fuck y'all CDs, y'all can't see these or touch these. Rhyme so chronic, my songs give you the munchies.
I feel like a Busta Rhymes verse should just come on at the end. You don't think so?
I'm actually trying to think what Busta Rhymes verse would come on the end.
Well, nothing from 2019. Because Busta is fat in the motherfucker.
What's that got to do with his lyrical prowess?
Can he still rap?
Yes.
I don't believe so.
Just because you fat don't mean you can't still rap.
The way he rap, yeah, it does. You gotta be in shape to rap like Busta Rhymes.
You know, he can just go back to his old style where he didn't rap super fast like he was fucking part of Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Hey, Busta Rhymes. You know what?
But he also almost damn near like 50-something. So
the fact that Mariah Carey is still getting booked.
Oh my God! Don't talk about that heifer.
She don't even sing. Like I think she just stand on stage and let the vocals play.
All I heard was when she came to Milwaukee last weekend.
Who the fuck went to go see her?
A couple of people, because I seen they snap. That's the only reason why I know.
What is Mariah Carey singing that you're really interested in?
She had some bangers back in the days.
Well, yeah, back in the day. So
I mean, when your category is
she would have to
deep.
do Honey, Heartbreaker, Breakdown. That's facts. She got to do We Belong Together.
I Still Believe.
Yes, she has to do that. What was that song with Oh Dirty Bastard?
I don't remember.
But that song, she had to do that song. Damn, what the fuck is the name of that song now?
Hold on, I'm bringing up her catalog.
Cause when you walk by every night, smelling sweet and looking fine. Yeah, Mariah
Fantasy.
Okay. It's just a sweet, sweet fantasy, baby.
Look, if she just do everything on her number one album, she got a nice little...
That's like an hour and a half worth
like
of good
the
shit.
20 songs.
And then she can go home?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. I'll take that.
Because you got what? Touch My Body, We Belong Together, Thank God I Found You, Heartbreaker, Honey, Always Be My Baby, One Sweet Thing, Fantasy, Hero, Dream Lover, I'll Be There.
Her Honey album was tight.
Her Honey album was probably
Not Honey, Butterfly.
Butterfly, yes. That's the one with Breakdown on it,
Yep.
I think.
Yeah. And it had the song Honey.
Yeah.
Wait, was Mason them on the original or was that a remix?
I think that's a remix.
That's a remix? The
Yeah,
the
Bad
fact
Boy
that they
remix.
wole them gold last shiny suits in that video was terrible though.
Shiny Suit Syndrome.
Yeah, that was for purposes of black entertainment television.
Which is why they need to cut that shit the fuck off.
You can't get rid of BET.
Why not, Tom? What purpose is BET serving in 2019, my guy?
We can't get rid of BET.
To show old reruns of the game, which that they fucked up?
Which is on CW anyway, so you can watch it on the CW app.
They fucked the game up.
Okay, they saved the game.
No, they didn't.
They brought it back. That don't mean they saved it.
They brought it back to fuck it up.
That's like when you know how when you bring people back from the dead, but they not they old self, they be kind of fucked up.
So
that's how I look at the game.
The Red Hood?
Like
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, it was BET performed black magic on the game.
That was some terrible ass. Like, have you ever watched the show?
The game?
Like, were you into it? Like, did you follow it? Is what I'm saying.
I followed. I know what was going on.
So
you know what I did? I was actually part of, like, we did petition to bring it back. So I was one of these people that actually signed a petition to bring the game back. And when it came back, I felt like such a horrible person.
because
they fucked it up.
I feel like TV shows do this a lot. Like, when you deviate from the original formula of the show, it's kind of hard to bring shit back to get it where people are back interested. Like, it's just like if you was to take The Simpsons and then split Marge and Homer and then still go forward with The Simpsons, that shit ain't gonna look right. And ain't nobody really gonna watch The Simpsons with Marge and Homer not being together.
And that's why I'm so nervous, because, you know, they're doing a New York Undercover reboot. I guess they're supposed to be picking up like 20 years later, and now JC is running shit. But it's like, when people are demanding things to return, they want what they've been missing. But they don't want it to come back and it be some new shit all the time. We're going with what we want, what we know that we like.
But
and you like, okay,
we'll
do it. Things change,
like
but if we want it back, you can't give me back something that never left. That's not the show that left.
Okay, but so let's just say, for an example, I don't know exactly why it changed, but let's say we didn't get the same writing staff we had before, because you wouldn't have the same writing staff because you moved it to a whole new network.
Okay, change,
that plays a major factor.
Change is good when you are evolving the character, but I feel like certain changes don't need to be made. Like,
they basically took it from a comedy to a drama,
right?
And that's what was in at the time, though. Dramas were in.
But that's not what we asked for the show to come back for.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all, but I'm just saying.
Like,
no, this is for people out there who may be listening and feel like they want to revamp some shit. Leave it the fuck alone.
Like
you ain't got to imitate it and try to copy their work exactly. But
like, Coming to America, this reboot is happening.
Okay.
I don't know if it's 2020 or if it's 2021, but they have said that this reboot is happening. Now, I do not mind Coming to America coming back.
Okay.
But it's not coming back with the thought that I thought it would come back in. See,
before we go any further, what did you think that it was going to be?
Okay, so did you seen the original, right?
Of course.
The end of the movie, Prince Hakeem marries the girl.
Of course.
So I would figure if you come back, we're now telling the story of what you motherfuckers have been doing for the past 20 years.
And what are they doing?
Apparently, he's coming back to America because he's got a son here he didn't know about.
How?
My point exactly, because they didn't make no babies in the original Coming to America. So now you telling a whole nother fucking storyline that don't need to be here.
All right. Now, if you did it... Now, see, when I heard that they were making a Coming to America / reboot, I thought they were going to be like, okay, we're 20 years later. You married the woman that you want. You damn sure have knocked her up by now.
Right.
So this should be you now sending your son out.
See,
and then
that I would understand. That way it's 20 years later,
right, with
different people, but it's kind of the same premises.
Right.
Because now you are the king of Zamunda.
Right.
And you are telling your son, like, hey, bruh, I'm put you up on game. You want to find your queen? You're not going to find your queen out here in Africa. You got to go to New York.
Right.
I'm going to send you to where I went.
Or don't even send, because if you want to put a little twist on it because it's new, don't even send him to New York. Send him to L.A.
Send him to L.A. Let's give him, instead of him having a guy best friend, give him a girl best friend.
Send his sister with him or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's little tweaks you can do, but still give us the original. But like, when they split Melody and Derwin up, and then this nigga got another bitch pregnant, so then you marry your old bitch, but you still got a baby by the other chick, and then then when they added this new nigga who is on Insecure, which I believe he killed the game because he was fucking terrible. The nigga who played Lawrence on Insecure,
the dude Blue,
was Blue, and then what's it, Nunu? What is her fucking name? Lauren London. She fucked. They all fucked up the show. The only thing that kept that shit afloat was Tasha.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. At that point in time, when Nunu got on there, when Lauren London got on there, I kind of stopped watching it.
Right, and then
I didn't even finish the season.
And then you go through all these changes with Malik. Now Malik is an addict, and they got him in rehab. TT don't even kick it with my nigga now. I'm like, all these changes are like, I get life happens.
And TT was a major part of the comedy in that show.
He was. That's probably why they moved him out the picture.
But they moved everybody out the picture. Like, it got to a point where they came back. There was no Derwin. Malik role was it was small because now they got him not playing Malik. He's a fucking addict. They got him doing all his fucking scenes in rehab.
I think the last thing I remember of watching of the game was, what's the light skinned one name?
Pooch-All.
No,
or Jason?
Jason. When Jason was dating Brandy and they went and eloped and got married.
Okay, I remember
that's when I stopped. Because, first of all, I was sick of Brandy at that point in time.
You hate Miss Norwood?
At the time. Because now she's on Star and I fuck with Gangsta Brandy.
Her eyes are too far apart.
Everything is too far apart for you.
I think that's just like a family trait. We do not like that shit.
Everything. You don't like space between the titties. Her eyes too far apart. Her ears got too much head between it. You just got problems with it.
You ever look at Brandy? Like, she like a cute alien.
I'm only laughing because we say that Brandy looked like somebody we know, so I'm just
saying, like, certain pictures Brandy take you, like, she cute. And then certain pictures you like, that motherfucker.
Then you need to see her on Star. You'll think she's cute on Star right now. But no, the reason why I was like, don't cancel BET was even though shows that shouldn't have been there went a completely different direction and they should have just repackaged it to something else. BET is a staple in the black community, dog.
No, it's not.
Dog, BET has been there since day one.
No, it hasn't.
It was our only black channel for a while.
You're right.
So just because we got different varieties now, which is basically just playing reruns of old shit and picking up shit, which is still owned by the exact same company that owns BET, which is Viacom.
And you know what else Viacom owns? MTV.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
VH1.
So you get rid of BET, that means we don't have our big name black TV station anymore.
It's not black anymore. BET is so fucking whitewashed, bro. It's ridiculous. Which is why you don't get new. Like, look at BET in its height and its prime. It felt like black entertainment television. You had 106 in Park. You had Hits from the Street. You had Rap City in the Basement. Cedar's World. Like, you had College Hill. Like, you had all this great content with the people who look like us.
That is because the company, Viacom, got a hold of this shit and they wanted to make money. But what I'm saying is you get rid of one black channel, our big black channels, next thing you know, all of our other ones are going to start getting dropped.
Hey, as long as we still got Stars.
Stars Black, they don't have too much original content on there. They play a lot of old black TV shows and black movies.
Which is what fucking BET does. So if you get rid of one, we still got one.
I don't think so.
Are they talking about getting rid of Centric?
It might be next.
Nah, Centric is way better than BET. And Centric be showing love to the women.
True.
So you got to keep Centric.
True. That might be the only reason why it gets saved, because of women.
So you can get rid of BET. It should damn near like Black Lifetime.
We need Black Lifetime.
No, the fuck we don't. All BET do is show fucking Tyler Perry movies and horribly edited black movies.
Black movies were horrible, period.
Mother flipper. Like, come on, fam.
That's probably how they actually really talked back then, though.
Them edited ass movies. You ever watch Boys in the Hood on BET? Oh, it sounds terrible.
I refuse to watch on any type of regular network.
Man, made-for-TV movies is trash.
No, made-for-TV movies were not trash.
What are you doing?
Listening to y'all.
You seem rather distracted over there, buddy.
Talking to
I'm
him.
distracted.
What all does Viacom own?
I'm just, look.
They're going to fuck around and own TDR, and you keep trying to support them, you going to sell us to Viacom.
I had to tune him out because I'm not going for him.
Hey, they actually do.
Gotta go.
They do have podcasts under Viacom.
Tom going to fuck around and sell TDR. Everybody going to be white in this motherfucker.
But you'll be paid.
I can't. I still got to produce content, Tom.
With better quality products.
So you want a white wine and a white tone? You know they'll say bro and fucking dude. You know how many dudes and bros gonna be on the show?
Bro, we say bro, dude. So, no, I wouldn't sell.
Yeah, at least not the Viacom.
Who else we gonna sell to? Comcast?
Sell us, man. If you sell us to anybody, sell us to Disney.
Oh, you really think our nigga shit ain't gonna fly? We get sold to Disney.
That's cool.
They'll pay us big.
You know how deep that Disney bag is? I'm jumping in that motherfucker.
Don't let that Disney bag fool you, dog.
As long as they just gotta send me a nice email of things I cannot say. Don't just. Well, I don't know. They keeping Deadpool rated R, so why I can't still say what I want to say?
Because Deadpool brung them billions of dollars.
Well, first of all,
we ain't bringing billions of dollars.
If Disney want to sign us, then we got potential to bring in billions of dollars.
I don't know, but since y'all said Disney, it just made me excited. I got goosebumps.
Why did you get goosebumps about Disney?
You ready for Endgame?
Well, not just
she
that.
geeked about Aladdin.
No, that was actually the furthest thought from my mind.
Really?
I know you don't want to see Dumbo.
I was geeked about Disney because, that, not in here news.
What news? They making a John Wick 3?
No.
When the fuck did Disney own John Wick?
I don't know. I knew she liked John Wick. And I just seen the trailer.
Can you get to the point so this old nigga can stop guessing?
No.
Before his Cialis kicking?
X-Men and Fantastic Four, like, they're all,
Yeah.
they done now. So that was official as of midnight, 2 nights ago? Maybe
Oh,
3.
see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wait, it's done? Like, done?
It's done.
It's official.
When I posted the link in the group, as of midnight that night, it's done.
Wait, what's done? Like, they're not going to make no more of them trash-ass movies?
No, Disney 100% owns.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
No. Before it wasn't completely done.
Yeah,
So now
they were talking about it.
Well,
but
no,
now
before
it's
she
done.
posted that link in the group, my coworker had mentioned that to me while I was at work.
So now,
Talking about the druggie?
No, not the druggie. The cool one. Well, I don't know. He wanted to suck dick for $1 million. How cool can you really be?
Okay, so
man, I sucked it to pay my house off right now.
You are a woman.
So Viacom
Hey,
owns Paramount Pictures,
Would you suck smaller dick?
Comedy Central,
I sucked that fast.
Nickelodeon,
It's like a pacifier.
BET Her.
Stop.
I'm trying to talk over this
Stop
conversation.
talking to me.
They own Logo TV, the Country Music Television, about 5 goddamn MTV channels. Remember when MTV was just MTV and MTV2?
And now that shit like MTV Europe.
MTVU, Classic, Live,
Well, you gotta have like this fancy cable to get all them MTV channels.
Nick at Night, Nick Jr., Nickelodeon, Nick Music, Nicktoons, Noggin.
And you know who else?
Teen Nick.
You know who else got a part of that? This is why, like, niggas can hate Nick Cannon all they want to, but Nick Cannon got a piece of Viacom.
Oh, Nick Cannon is smart.
He owns something in that fucking Viacom building.
He got Teen Nick, don't he?
I'm talking about the fucking Viacom. Like, he owns something. Not just, hey, nigga, here's a division. Like, nah, he cutting checks.
But you gotta remember, Nick Cannon didn't grow up from like an ignorant ghetto lifestyle. He came from a middle class, pretty financially stable background. So his parents taught him about money and money management because that's what people in middle class and upper class do. They might hate their kids to death, but they're gonna teach them how to not to fuck over money.
You know, as long as Nick Cannon is not gracing a microphone with them trash ass lyrics, he's an alright person.
I don't think he was bad on the mic. I think you just don't like him because
Nah, Nick Cannon's not really all that great
I'm
as a rapper.
excellent on the mic.
Can you cut her mic off?
What the I got my own podcast.
But that ain't what you was talking about.
we know damn well that's not what you was talking
Y'all
about.
just filthy nasty.
Hey, that was a show on UPN back in the day.
Filthy McNasty.
That was actually called Shasta McNasty.
Yeah, I was like it was Shasta McNasty.
Shasta who?
Which I never understood that. You know, there's been some crazy ass show concepts that's been out.
That shit had like 2 seasons, and
Like,
I don't know how.
You remember Greg the Bunny? Where Seth Green would actually go downstairs in the basement and just talk to a fucking bunny on the couch, a plush bunny. because he was tripping balls.
Is that kind of like the one show? Was it Hit the Road, Jack?
Hit the road.
I don't. What's the name of that show? But like,
Eat my shorts?
no,
Salute my shorts. That's what it was
it
called.
was a white family, and dog was supposed to be like the new Al Bundy.
Yeah.
And he would go and talk to like a fucking rabbit in his basement.
That's the same show.
What's the name of that show?
Greg the Bunny, I think.
I don't know. Did it have Hit the Road, Jack, as the intro?
It might have.
Oh, I thought that was Unhappily Ever After.
Yes, that's what it was. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah, that was different.
Hit the road.
Because I had the chick Nikki Cox.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what was Greg the Bunny then?
I don't know. Maybe you tripping balls.
Maybe.
Because what was dog name?
No, it was a TV show.
The bunny. The guy was the dude.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Seth Green. Yeah, he had one called. He had a hand puppet named Greg.
There's been a lot of terrible TV shows. Remember when I gave Marcus Houston his own TV show?
What?
Yeah.
I must have been in the military at this time or something.
It was a spinoff of One on One. Because Marcus Houston would make guest appearances on One on One. And then the spinoff was called Cuts, and he owned the barbers.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I remember Cuts.
Yeah,
because Omar Gooding is Flex's brother.
Or I don't know.
Or is Marcus Houston his brother?
I think Marcus Houston was like his little brother. He was always fucking up shit.
Because the white chick, the white cheerleader from the Scream movie,
but that was
Scary Movie.
But that was the one with the ghetto flight attendant from Soul Plane in it too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that show was trash.
I mean, we had some pretty interesting bad black movie or black TV shows.
That's why black TV shows don't never. We've come a long way from Family Matters and Fresh Prince.
Speaking of Fresh Prince, did you see that fake movie trailer?
I did.
That somebody made. Would you watch a Fresh Prince movie if that's how it was made?
No, because that goes back to the conversation. I would watch it more so out of curiosity than interest, because it goes back to the conversation that we started about the game. What are we used to Fresh Prince being?
Funny.
A comedy. Yes, they had serious and real life moments in there, Will getting shot, Carlton into drugs and all of that kind of shit. But it's like at the same time, it is primarily a comedy, even though it had messages in there. This is just some dark and gritty shit.
Like that fan trailer, it reminds me of. Remember when all the Power Ranger rumors started before it got
that dark Power Ranger
right?
One, man,
and
but
Zach
that was the shit.
And Zach was killing niggas, still doing hip hop keto, and
no, he wasn't killing niggas. It ended up Tommy.
Yeah, but we found out somebody was on drugs. Like that Power Ranger trailer was dark as fuck.
Yeah, no, because what's the Red Ranger?
Jason.
Jason was on drugs.
Yeah, like that.
Hey, he killed somebody on a boat in real life, right?
I think
not that Jason, but
it was
the Red Ranger. Okay.
No, but the reason why I was really...
He killed his roommate.
I think so. But yeah, that was a dip. I've been watching American Soul.
What's that?
So basically, they made... Basically, they did a TV show about creating Soul Train. Don Cornelius.
Like a backstory of how we got here?
Yeah, a backstory of how we got here. Well, a couple of created stuff going on during the meantime. But it was funny because I ended up watching that by mistake because everybody's been shitting on this Boomerang show that they made. Now, I think it's supposed to pick up where the movie left off at, and nobody is fucking with this show.
Did you watch it?
I have yet to watch it because American Soul was actually good. It caught my attention, so I've just been binge watching it. I never got over to it.
I listened to an episode of TZ Talks.
Okay, shout out to TZ Talks.
TZ was like, hey, y'all watch this new Boomerang shit? So she was getting everybody on board to watch this shit. So I was like, well, everybody in the group watching it. I'll give it a shot. Just so I could, be in the conversation and talk about it because it's good.
Right.
I watched 2 episodes and it was like, I'm out. That shit was garbage.
Now let me ask you this question. Was it garbage because you're thinking back to the original movie, or was it just not done good, period?
It wasn't entertaining to me.
Okay.
It wasn't worth to sit there.
Because that's one of my things about a lot of new TV shows who try to base themselves off of an old premise, is how good would this show stand on its own if we take away what it's supposed to be associated with? Like if they made a new game, like let's say we're using the same team, but we're doing a whole new cast because, of course, players change. Would we care about that show if it was associated to the game, or could it stand on its own?
Well, if you want to associate it with the game, well, first of all, what would you call it besides the game?
I don't know, playmakers or something like that. See, because I think that's where the mistake with the game was. Like, yes, you rebooted it and you wanted to go with a drama section instead of the comedy like we grew with. What if we just change the title of the show? That way, it's not the game we thinking of, even though we got new people here. Because we can fast forward and say, okay, 3 seasons later or some shit like that.
It wouldn't have stood on its own.
You don't think it was?
Because at one point, at some point in time, it just wasn't good anymore. Like the storylines was convoluted. They were holding on to a lot of shit. Like I feel like as the game continued to go along, a lot of people who shouldn't have been main characters became main characters because they were moving away from all of the main characters.
And then it fucked me up because when they brought it back, didn't the episodes get longer?
Yes.
So the episodes got longer, but the show was horrible. Now, when it was funny, if we had them long ass episodes, I'd have been cool.
Yeah, I think the original show was like 30 minutes, and then when they like came back, they moved into hours. And then it was like Tasha, which was good, but she was a good supporting character for Malik. Like Malik was a good star, and then TT's comic relief for the scenes, and then his mama is also a bit of comic relief, and then Malik is the fucked up individual. It worked.
But then even outside of that, with the Sunbeams, like Tasha had her own shit with Melanie and Kelly.
Right.
But then it's like Mel and Derwin is gone. Kelly is divorced from Jason. So it's like, now what?
Right. So now it's like supporting actors now have more screen time when they probably didn't need more screen time. And then you bring in these new people who just ain't. It didn't work for them.
All right. Well, the reason why I brought that up is because American Soul is a BET show. Like, they're made by BET, and it's actually, to me, I like it. I also think about, what was that one show that they put where they were in college? And
College Hill?
No. That's the reality show. And I think Anika Rose plays the dean of this college.
Oh, and the Black College show?
Yeah.
When they like Morehouse or like they somewhere in Atlanta.
Yeah, they somewhere.
I know what you're talking about.
Now, that was a good show.
That was decent.
Yeah. So I'm saying they got good shows that can hold their own coming out of BET, but I guess when they do go fuck with non-original properties is when shit go bad.
They probably should stop that.
Because
the game was a CW property.
Right. It just moved over. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want to lose BET because you start chipping away at BET, what's next?
Well,
they've already chipped away at BET. They took away the best things about BET. BET is not BET to me no more. That's why I can do without it.
It's WET. It's white entertainment television.
That's because they moved all the black stuff to VH1.
Hey,
I'm just being honest.
You're right, because I used to call VH1 has-been television, but now it seems to be popping.
But that's where all the black shit moved. Ever since Flavor Flav got motherfuckers to look at VH1, they never looked back.
Okay.
But the fucked up part about it is the black shit that's on VH1. What does it make us look like?
And that's my whole thing. Like, we not gonna win in this whole situation.
So do you think?
So I can understand why those type of shows would be on VH1 versus BET showing us like in this whole ratchet light, because that's all every single show with us. That's damn near. That's all it is, damn near.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe if you move them shows over to
outside
BET,
of that one show where it was about cheerleaders or some shit, dance squad or something.
Hit the floor.
My mom loved that show.
Yeah. Now outside of that, but everything else was all it is motherfuckers fighting with ass implants and arguing and having mental health
over
issues.
Shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Kimberly Elise was on that show.
On what show?
Hit the floor.
For real?
Or maybe that ain't. She was in one of them Tyler Perry movies.
I didn't know if I don't know if it's still on or what. I remember it was on when I was over there on Center Street.
Maybe her name ain't Kimberly Elise.
Oh, it's still on. I think it's still on. Or if it's not still on, it's within those.
Kimberly Elise is TT from Set It Off.
Yeah.
Then that is her. Dark skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is her. Because she was in one of the Tyler Perry. She was in Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Yeah,
She's the one in two nigga tub.
Right.
The Wood Harrison brother. Harrison brother in the tub.
Right. She was on Hit the Floor. I don't know if it's still on. But I feel like BET just needs one good, solid, original idea.
Bring back fucking music videos, bro.
But Mimi, like, okay, you wasn't in here. When
but
no, I get it. I'm just saying.
Music videos ain't the same no more. I feel what you saying. Because if you at least give us the basics that made us love the entertainment part of BET.
But that's not even for BET, period, though. I mean, like, nigga, what did MTV stand for?
Music television.
But then that's when they created MTV2, so they can try their original programming, but here's a whole station of nothing but music videos.
But I feel like if BET will put the music back on TV, it can have a leg to stand on, because MTV is all TV.
It is.
There is nothing musical. Like, they tried to bring TRL back, but then that turned into just a fucking talk show for 30 minutes.
What the fuck does pregnant teenagers have to do with music?
Duh, you don't understand how much 16 and pregnant pissed me off. And Teen Mom, that shit used to piss me off. Because you're not showing these teenagers the rough side of being a teen parent. You're actually just showing a bunch of men abandoning their responsibilities.
So it should be 16 and fucked up?
And then you're cutting these girls checks.
16
so
and lonely?
Whatever the little struggle that they have, they ain't got it after the first season because they get paid. Even if you pay them $1,000 an episode, okay? They do about, 20 episodes a season?
Somewhere in there. That's a lot of episodes.
You sitting pretty decent. For a start. And then guest appearances you can go on. You probably going to get picked up for a second season because people's watching this shit. You wasn't deterring chicks from having babies at a young age.
Well, I don't think the goal of the show was to divert people from teen pregnancy.
Then what is the whole purpose of creating the show focusing on teen pregnancy if you're not trying to stop or minimize teen pregnancy?
It's to show the life of teen pregnant people.
Basically exploiting white women. Then one fucking teen got famous off of the shit. So famous she out here doing porn. I don't know if that's famous.
Hey, it's a come up.
But
like I said, BET just needs one good, solid, original idea, because all the other networks is doing this shit. Like, if you can get a solid reality show idea with a series behind it, you might be in luck. But other than that, cancel that shit, G. VH1 got all the ratchet shit, so if you want to watch ratchet shit, you watch VH1. WeTV does all of the lovey-dovey, let's get married shit. Like,
that's
I mean,
women's entertainment. What do you expect?
But I'm just saying that's what they own on WeTV. I mean, hell, Oprah got her own network. Why Oprah don't go save BET? You want to know why? Because the shit ain't worth saving.
Didn't they shit on Oprah when she was still just the lonely talk host? That's probably why.
Now the bitch got a whole satellite in the sky, only beaming shit on.
I don't know.
You know, the initials of her network is some powerful shit.
Because when you
Oprah,
look back,
Oprah Winfrey Network own, motherfucker. I own all this.
It's like, because I loved hits from the street.
I heard is he dead? Somebody said he was dead. I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he did.
Niggas be lying.
His name was Al in real life, wasn't it?
Something like that.
He popped up. Wasn't he in How High?
Yeah.
I need money.
Yeah.
Popcorn player.
Ain't there
I
what?
used
No,
to like when he was a ghetto man. These heavy ass boots.
Amanda Divine was on MTV. I was going to say. What the fuck?
Oh, Amanda Diva.
Diva.
I don't know.
I love her.
I feel like when
She's
you
so chill with me.
when you have a network and you name your network for specific things, that's what people expect you to be. I feel like they don't realize it's like when you go get a tattoo, that tattoo is gonna be a permanent thing. Like, you want to make sure that you don't get something that is just, oh, okay, well, this is how I feel right now.
Oh, like niggas who go get Chinese letters.
And don't know what the fuck it say.
Oh, this means love and prosperity. No, bitch, that means macaroni and gravy. Like, shut your stupid ass up.
Like, you know, even some Chinese folks be like, I don't know what that is. That's not a word.
The man,
That's
they
not
not wrong. It's not a word.
Nah. But, I mean, you can always do like the way the Nashville News did. The Nashville Network, TNN. They changed their name to Spike TV.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
So you saying it's time for them to change the name?
yes, because as long as you have this name, people are gonna associate that with you. Like, that's what they gonna fucking see. And why is this called BET, Black Entertainment Television? But when it's 4:00 in the morning, when I get up to go take a piss, it's a white ass preacher on the TV.
Because it's religion, and black folks flock to religion.
That ain't the religion that we go to, though.
Oh, how about they just drop the B? Just call it ETV.
They still lying.
It is
'cause
an
ain't shit
ETV
entertaining.
already.
Yeah, you're right. Ain't nothing on DT Entertainment. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
actually trying to find BET and see.
And then it's like the little game shows that they like. The shit BET do that sound like it'll crack do not last long. Like they gave Tony Rock a show. The little Do You Got a Black Card show, which sounds like a good idea in theory.
It's all about the execution.
But it's like, it's always some kind of black sitcom that's popping up. And a lot of people don't know about them because they do, like, they be having cable and satellite and stuff, and they be on regular TV.
So there is a...
Because I'm like most black households, we got a TV on our kitchen table. And
Terrible.
I don't know what it is about black people.
Terrible.
Duh.
Black people put TVs in every room.
All my life, we used to have a TV in the kitchen. Like
If
We used to have one in the bathroom.
Right.
It was that little, it was a square one like
Yeah,
this,
a little
that
TV
sit
in
on
the
the counter
bathroom.
with the little antenna in the back.
Everybody had a TV.
Hey, I want to be able to take a shit and watch SmackDown.
First of all, you doing too much.
Just saying. Back when it was on regular TV.
Yeah, but and you looking at it like, well, shit, BET is around. They've been around all the time. Why they ain't picked this shit up? Why they ain't trying to extend their hand and say,
Or maybe-
they worthless now, bro.
Well, there is a BET Jams that plays nothing but music videos.
Maybe BET should dedicate themselves to just showing black reruns from sitcoms.
Isn't that a channel doing that already? Bounce.
I want BET to stop playing Baby Boy
Man.
with him licking his head, talking about he is scared little chocolate bunny.
That
What?
just sounds...
Did he didn't say that in the real movie, did he?
No. Nowhere close to it.
Do you think they, like, when they film movies, do you think they be like, all right, we got to reshoot all this shit just for the edited version?
Nah,
No, they don't.
They
Because
have-
they just, that's why it's called a voice over. Because
Yeah.
they just put the voice over the original scene.
Like,
And they don't even attempt to find somebody that sounds like the motherfucker that originally played the part.
Or make it sound good. It just be so out of place.
Yeah. Chocolate Bunny. Whoa, wait a minute, my guy. That is not his voice.
So wrong. No, what's this
You
Value
think,
TV? Oh,
you
that's
think we get some voiceover for Tom?
I can do voiceover work. I just don't want to.
I don't
And
think
why are you
nobody
pimping
freak
me out?
enough.
Why are you pimping me out for
Because you're
voiceover?
always pimping us out.
Okay, you got a point there.
You pimp us out for content.
I just said you got a point. I gave you credit.
Oh, okay, just make sure.
Centric is a BET channel.
I said that.
No, because when you look at it on the app, it say BET her, that which is like supposed to be a female,
Right.
but it also say Centric on top of it.
And I'm sick of BET. I'm sick of Centric showing them goddamn Soul Train awards.
BET The Soul, BET Gospel.
I don't give a fuck about nothing but BET Uncut.
Tell me what that thing smell like.
That needs to be
Ain't got
sponsored.
no panties on.
That needs to be
Ain't got no
sponsored by
panties
XX
on. Ain't got no
XNXX.
panties on the dance
Nah,
floor.
that BET Uncut fucked my life up.
Oh no,
Cause
it changed.
It'd be
everybody's
so
lives.
it'd be so many videos that like I didn't know that they was getting this nasty in. Cause they start off like the regular video. Like I remember when I first saw a Chingy Right There video on BET. I'm like, what? This is like BET Uncut. Like, okay, I've seen BET Uncut before. I know what this is about. Why is this video here? This video had
Don't say I know what
nothing.
this. Don't say I know what this is
It
about.
had nothing in it. Like I'm when you see the tip drill video, you already know what the fuck finna go down in the tip drill
Right.
video. It started off regular. Nigga was on the stoop doing the chicken head. Then they get to this wild ass part in the casino that I never knew was in this video, and it was just like ass on the floor, money everywhere. I'm like, where the?
See, and I've never seen that.
Man,
That's like, you know what?
Is that on YouTube?
I was downtown at a Rogues Gallery, and they played my very, very, very first time seeing Blurred Lines.
Oh, with the titties out?
Dog.
You didn't know there was those many titties. Now you see why Paula was like, fuck you, I'm out.
No, I'm saying, like, I didn't. That was my first time seeing the video, period.
Don't wanna
I could
get
see if it was
nasty?
a thing where, like, I had seen the original version, and then I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't even know they had an uncovered. No, my very first exposure to that video was the uncut version. And I'm sitting here in the middle of, like, we outside, and I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
I don't know what I was doing.
and she was just strolling like
Yeah,
blurred
just out, right.
I was like, the fuck?
Like, I don't know what I was doing, but when that video debuted, it debuted uncut. And I was like, this ain't got nothing to do with the song.
Right.
But these titties look nice, though. They are not. She got some great work done right here. Just like titties everywhere.
Yeah, so.
Then 2 weeks later, Paula Patton files for divorce. I was like, yes. She's available. Dog, why is she always needy of a man in every fucking movie she do? And BET has no problem playing her movies.
oh, so they just got the uncut video on YouTube. Yeah, I'll make sure I watch.
Yeah,
it.
I was telling you, there's no need for. That's the reason why you don't need video shows anymore, because places like Vivo and YouTube gives you everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I watch this Chingy video later.
Dog finna be in the car watching the chick. You know what? Whatever you do.
I like the way you do that right there.
Right there.
Hey, Tom, get prepared to call in your anonymous tip for the $100 fine.
My $100 fine. All right, so for those of you guys who didn't happen to catch this week's episode of Socially Awkward, a Texas person tried to get a bill passed.
See, this is why.
Hold on, let me set it up. A Texas person is trying to get a bill, was trying to get a bill passed where for every time a man masturbates, he has to pay a $100 fine. Now, it didn't say women; it just said men. I had to double check the article. So every time a man masturbates, how do you feel about that one?
That's why we need like rewind clips during the editing, because I hate when he does that specific spiel.
Why?
I just it unnerves me when he does that.
You got on a white hood. It's making me uncomfortable.
White power.
But one, when I do that, it makes people have to go listen to the other episode. That's why I do it like that.
You got the white supremacist hood. Tone got the white supremacist grill.
And with that, people, we have come to the end of this episode.
At 43 minutes.
Don't give a fuck. I don't want to sit next to her no more.
I'm sick of her. I'm really sick of her. Go to bed.
But yeah,
Y'all on my bed. Well, he is.
He gonna poot on it.
too late. Sleep on that.
Ooh, a Nightmare on Elm Street is on right now.
I don't know, Tom. You think people should be fined every time they beat their meat? It's my meat. Why I can't beat it?
I would only let that law slide in Utah because Mormons they believe in everything. It's wrong.
Speaking of Utah, did you read the other article that happened?
Which one?
A fan was banned from all NBA games
God damn.
for life
For what?
because he was in the crowd saying racial slurs to Russell Westbrook.
Okay. I mean, were they like racial slurs, or were they talking about his style of dress? Because he has a very questionable style of dress.
I believe the quote that's floated around the internet. Don't quote me on this, but get on your knees like you used to, nigger boy.
Oh my!
I like.
Like, oh.
Yeah,
They went there.
They had to get dog the fuck up out of here.
Dog. First of all, if you so racist like that, why are you at a sport that is dominated by nigger boys?
Nigga, the star of your team is a nigger boy.
The starting 5 is probably.
Nah, I think it's a white dude sprinkled on the Utah Jazz.
But what I'm saying is, like, the NBA is black dominated.
Right.
Like good 85%.
Facts.
Okay. What was he thinking?
Calling people nigger boys? I don't fucking know.
And why did he want him to get on his knees? Where was this going?
I guess Westbrook was sitting on the bench icing his knees or something. You know, the nigga play like 55 minutes a night.
It's true.
There's only 48 minutes in the game. Like, what is he doing?
He is one of the hardest working men.
And dog was just yelling, just random shit. Like, the NBA fans are pretty wild.
Sports fans in America, period, are wild. They ain't got nothing on soccer hooligans, but Americans really love their sport.
But I feel like you shouldn't say things to people, especially if you don't want that smoke.
Maybe he did. I think what it is because if something happened, Russell has more to lose than he does. Because if Russell jumped up and snatched him up, okay?
Right.
Automatic NBA fine, no matter what, okay?
And he gets sued.
Yeah. No, I'm getting to that part. Automatic fine. Then you can't play some games, but you're probably losing a little bit more money there because you're not playing these games for the suspension and whatnot. Your whole stock kind of can go multiple different ways. Of course, the blacks will rally behind you and people who just hate racism. But then you'll get these niggers in check and we'll have a whole MAGA situation all over again. Okay?
Oh, yeah, he did it. He racist. Look at him. Army fatigue hat.
You found the clip. You found it?
It's Detective Mimi. What do you expect? And then, like you said, boom. Immediately, he's suing. And the crazy part is, he probably would not have to go get an attorney because an attorney would be kicking down his door to defend him in this high-profile case. And it would win.
Yeah, most definitely they would win. I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you would not approach a 6'5", 200-pound professional athlete like that outside of the building, just because you bought a ticket, don't do that shit here.
You forgot, we live in a day and age where people feel like they can say whatever they want to because they're protected by some imaginary wall of life. You can say anything as a fan to an athlete because you know that athlete should not be touching you or else there's consequences to the situation. Even though you're the reason why this athlete even has to get the fuck up to knock you the fuck out. But they're not supposed to do it. Just like people get online and say some of the most outlandish shit because they know nobody's going to come get them. Nobody's going to come touch them.
Yeah, well, Mimi last proved that theory wrong in June of 2011. You will get touched.
True.
Speaking of the NBA, boy, the Lakers keep getting their ass whooped. Jesus Christ.
They're going for draft picks now, okay?
Or maybe LeBron just can't will any old body to the playoffs. Maybe that theory is debunked.
Well, they got to want to get there too, though. You can't go out there and expect this man to score 75 points every night and you're not going to put up 25 yourself.
Tom, you know what LeBron's problem is? You can't walk in the locker room and be like, all right, you, and you, I'm going to get all y'all traded so we can get Anthony Davis. Then when you don't get them niggas traded, you still got to see these niggas when you come to work. I don't really think morale is going to be high.
Of course. I played the GM
mode. Wanted to fucking trade me.
I feel you. I played the GM mode without the edits. So I know how morale can play a major factor.
So maybe if he just go to work and play basketball and stop trying to be the fucking owner, the GM, the fucking trade manager. Like, bro, just play ball. If they want to trade you for these people, then you will get these people. But stop causing fucking problems.
Well, when you are...
I'd quit on your ass too.
If you are now what they consider the face of the company, and your whole purpose of coming to this particular branch of the company is to better yourself and help these people get back to the pinnacle that they used to be, of course you're going to walk around with a little ego and some stroke in regards to how you look at things. Because, let's be honest, niggas follow LeBron wherever the fuck he goes. You got, think about it, bruh. There was for at least a decade, Kobe or LeBron. Who was better? Okay? Diehard Lakers fans would say Kobe was the greatest, even though at that point when the statement being made, LeBron could be doing 10 times better than Kobe. It was still Kobe's better. Now that LeBron is in LA, it's like, oh, it's the best of both worlds. Somebody figured out if you put peanut butter and jelly together on bread, it's a better sandwich than if you eat them by themselves.
Are you calling LeBron peanut butter because he's dark skinned?
First of all, if that's the case, I would call him jelly because I use grape jelly sometimes.
Well, I mean, he wears a purple uniform, so that's the jelly.
Yeah, okay.
He's the peanut butter in the uniform.
I see where you're going with that. I like that analogy. I give you credit on that.
I like strawberry jelly though.
I do too. It's fire, but Lily won't share anything strawberry in that house. If it's something that's strawberry flavored, it's hers.
Oh well, they lied to her.
It's my baby. Of course, she can have strawberry, whatever she wants. But
you know what I think is terrible?
But also, you got to remember, LeBron's getting towards the end of his career, so he's basically putting himself in position to make money elsewhere.
Yeah, Space Jam 2 next year.
And that's where the LA move is so major.
I don't care to see it though.
Technically,
suck my dick.
I mean, they made it like Mike 2 and with Kevin Durant, and nobody cares. It has some things just don't need a part 2. But
nigga, like Mike got 3.
Where the fuck was I?
Like Mike 3, Street Ball. Ugh.
Oh my God, it just sounds bad. Speaking of Street Ball, Uncle Drew wasn't that bad.
No, it's not bad.
It was actually pretty good.
It's not good
either. It was meant to be a comedy, and it stayed true.
I don't know what it was meant to be.
I'm just mad at Shaquille O'Neal's acting performance. Who
why?
keeps booking this nigga?
I don't know. His acting's terrible. His rapping is subpar. And Shaq Fu was not a great video game.
And then they had the audacity to kickstart it and bring it back, and it was nowhere near what the original was.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Shaq Fu wasn't bad. It was just that was a prime example of people not completing it. It was a TNA game.
So you saying that game wasn't completed?
No, TNA game was nowhere near completed. It got dropped because Midway was closing the doors, and they had already been advertising this game.
Well, they should have stuck around and joined another round.
How could they stick around when they went out of business?
I'm talking about TNA.
Oh. No, it was the Midway gang went out of business.
Right, but Midway...
Netherlands bought Mortal Kombat. They didn't buy anything else.
Well, they should have bought TNA.
They didn't see no purpose for it.
You're right, because there ain't one.
But the game actually had great potential if it would have finished.
Well, it didn't.
Besides, that was my first time being able to use AJ Styles in a video game.
Oh, man, I had fun with that.
And LAX. But what was you going to say?
Niggas who eat peanut butter and jelly out the same jar, fucking terrible.
You talking about that goober or globber?
Yeah.
Yeah, dog, because first of all, that's not jelly.
What is it, dude?
I don't know, because you got to remember, it sits on the shelf, so it doesn't get refrigerated.
Well, they don't put jelly in the refrigerator section. In the grocery store.
Either way it goes, I don't trust it.
People refrigerate jelly after you open
they do,
it.
Which is this whole debate. Same thing with ketchup. Mimi, do you put your condiments in the fridge?
The freaky eye.
No,
her is probably right next to the bed.
I don't like my shit cold. Like if I have hot fries, hot dog, hamburger, any of that shit, I don't want this cold ass sauce on my shit. So no, I do not put my stuff in the fridge.
My house is
the only
mixed.
thing that I put in the fridge, like if I got mayo or like Miracle Whip or something,
that's gotta go in the fridge.
that goes in the fridge.
That has to go in the fridge.
But everything else, no.
What about your salad dressings?
Depending on who used it last. If it's in the fridge, I won't get mad. If it's in the cabinet, I don't care. I eat them either way.
The ranch must go in the refrigerator in my house. Any other ones like that balsamic or the Italian, that can stay out.
Balsamic vinegar?
Yeah.
Vinaigrette.
The vinaigrette. That's probably one of the coolest things that was ever made that no one expected.
Vinaigrette?
Yeah. Because it gives you that that sweet taste on your salad, but it don't flood it like the way like regular salad dressings do.
I can only eat blue cheese if it's restaurant blue cheese. Store-bought blue cheese never tastes good.
The same.
Store-bought blue cheese always tastes like a sock.
Ugh.
First of all, you niggas shouldn't be eating cheese that's blue regardless, because that's mold.
You don't
All
eat nothing.
cheese.
So you did. First of all, this discussion,
not
you
even
just
got
mind
nothing
your
to-
business because
right.
you don't eat nothing. No way. You don't eat ranch, blue cheese. You don't eat nothing. So you stay over there.
You got it, buddy. You got it. Don't eat none of that shit. That shit nasty.
But
It's so nasty, baby.
it's funny because
Nasty, dirty, filthy.
What the hell is wrong with you?
had I had to have a choice on eating blue cheese, I never would have tried it because it sounded disgusting to me. I started eating blue cheese on accident because when I was locked up, I thought it was the ranch.
And you dipped.
And I dipped because they had put the wrong spoon in it, and I was talking while I was doing my plate and shit. And when I ate it, I'm like, I said, this ain't no fucking ranch, but it was good, and that's how I started eating it. So
You know what cheese is kind of good? And I only ate it because I put it on a pizza at work. Goat cheese ain't bad.
Okay, so let's back this up here. Regular cheese that's supposed to go on regular shit that's fucking delicious, you won't eat. But
It's-
you out here trying goat cheese.
either way, it's a fucking animal cheese, goat cheese, cow cheese, shit. It ain't fucking.
Okay, I put
But
it.
it's the whole thing. Like
It's the format of how it's consumed. I would say, like
the format. Like
Oh, that's-
double
I'm-
spaced,
it's
Arial font.
Ariel, that's what I was thinking.
it's the
Did
way
you say areola?
No, I said that's what I was thinking. Ariel
Oh.
font.
it's the way in which I consume it. I guess.
Oh, I know, because I call you full of shit all the time. Because you eat pizza, you eat macaroni and cheese.
Right, and I tell people like, when they're like, "You don't eat cheese," I'm like, "I'm selective on how I eat the cheese."
But my whole thing is, why do you take it off a burger? If a burger is cooked right, that cheese melts on that patty.
I just don't like the way that look.
Something wrong with you, dog.
But
It's a weird
I
complex.
feel it's okay.
It's like a texture content.
I get it.
but it's no different than how cheese is melted on pizza.
Right.
It's still melted cheese. That's solid.
Maybe
It's not a cheese sauce. It's solid cheese that was melted.
Do you eat nachos with cheese?
Nah.
I have to think about it because I don't think I've ever seen you eat
Like
nachos.
I don't drip my cheese.
No,
on
you
my
never
nachos.
seen whenever he get a potato from 76, he never get the cheese sauce.
Yeah, dog. I don't be want to look at his potato. It'd be looking so depressing.
Yeah, it looks sad as a
It looks
bitch.
sad.
That's why I put everything else on it.
And that's why I be mad. Like you see a motherfucker eating this just plain dry
Plain ass
ass pasty and
potato.
shit, you slap that shit on the floor because it's disrespectful.
Take your ass over to Europe and
I feel
live in
so
potato family.
judged.
Because cheese makes certain meals, bro, and you
And there's
remove
so many
it,
different varieties
and
of
you
it.
remove it from the content, like.
I just don't like the.
And this is the way you order. Can I get a cheeseburger with no cheese?
I must have been. I was on some other shit that night.
You've done it numerous times. That's why.
It's a creature of habit of reading the menu, bro. If it says,
And I feel you.
if it says cheeseburger and you don't see fucking hamburger, and I'm reading, I get it. I should have just said hamburger, but I was just reading.
Okay, I know this is random, but so y'all know how when I used to actually have like little shindigs here and shit, and we have like whether it was chicken and like the rotel dip and like the buffalo
Oh man, I missed the rotel
and
dips.
the buffalo chicken dip and stuff.
Right.
Have y'all ever had the buffalo chicken dip that I made?
It's got cheese in it, I assume, so I'm out.
I
I
can't
said,
remember.
have y'all had it?
I probably have. I just can't remember why. What's going on?
I miss it.
I was going to say I miss all that. We need to have one of those kickbacks soon.
Yeah, so I
Good luck with this introvert.
I can't wait to have a party where I can
She's gonna have a socially awkward party.
chicken and meatballs and taco salad and buffalo chicken dip.
We
and
can
rotel
we can
dip
have all
and
that.
all of these things. I can't wait.
An introvert, socially awkward event.
You wanna invite all your socially awkward people? I'm pretty sure all them motherfuckers.
I'm doing something special for them.
Oh,
It's gonna involve sex toys.
that's nasty. I won't. Yeah. Do me and Tom have to be there?
No.
Yep,
Oh.
it's a co-ed event.
Will we be doing a pod live from there?
Yep.
Ooh, yes.
That's
Yep.
the only way I'm coming.
That's yes.
Yeah. So it'll be a live event.
Oh, so this won't be here. This will be at a place.
Correct.
Will it be at a hotel?
Because we need room to set up and,
Yeah.
I might get lucky.
and have food.
Juan gonna find somebody
The
to say, hey,
demonstration table.
Can I do the demonstration on the one?
Juan just want to play with the vibrating panties.
Or if you order the Wanachi,
Man, you and this Wanachi, dog.
that motherfucker.
I'm just glad you stopped calling it the microphone.
It looked like one, though. I gotta give him credit on that.
I got it. I had
But
this,
that's what he's always called
Yeah,
it, the
because
microphone.
you know what? That's been you've been
I-
talking about that thing since we started.
I had to lay that name to rest with Bay. So, R.I.P. Rest her soul.
Aw.
That's because that's the reason why I started calling it a microphone. Because when she would describe it to me, I'm like, oh, I've never seen that. What kind of fucking sex toy is that? And she was like, it looked like a big microphone. And then when I saw it, I was like, that motherfucker look like a big ass microphone.
That's crazy.
Because it's not even for that. Like, she told me it was supposed to be like a back massager.
Yeah, and just like women in their inventive ways, they found a way to make it
Yeah,
work.
because even when you, and it's funny because like even if you go into an actual sex store, because it says mini massager.
Yeah, it's
It
called.
doesn't say vibrator. It
It's
says
always
mini
called a
massager.
massager.
And
Yeah,
it makes me mad because my mom had one of those, and I used to actually like
Massage yourself with it.
not knowing that
She
this filthy
massaged.
tramp.
She massaging other things with it.
Oh, she was down, getting it in there.
So now I know what it was really for.
Yeah, you was rubbing it across your
You had it on the back of your neck. Meanwhile, she had it other places. Terrible, 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 terrible.
Your neck smelled like Foxy Brown.
She looks so mad right now.
I'm disgusted.
Right?
Me too.
I am fucking disgusted.
Oh my god.
Because I used to be like,
What if she didn't clean it? It's terrible.
Hey man, you might want to go take a shower tonight. Wash the filth off.
you know what? I can bathe in acid and that stain is going to stay there. That's a stain on my soul right there, bro.
Make you want to just sit in the shower,
Oh, that's nasty.
cry.
Yeah,
That's
because, I mean, it wasn't like I was, like, massaging my knee or some shit. Like, I was massaging my neck with it, bro, and my shoulder and shit.
Well, next time you get a massage, just buy it brand new. Don't borrow nobody else's
man.
sick, twisted world.
I used to
we live
wonder,
in.
I was like, why she always hide it?
Fam, if you have to ask these questions, this is not your fight.
Dog, I obviously know better now. Like, my kids have no idea where my shit is.
As they should.
You probably got a loose floorboard in your bedroom.
No, I have carpet.
So,
Actually, I got both carpet because I've been so lazy. I ain't even.
there's parts of carpet.
Or
that can
people
come
should just get a safe, man. Lock your sex toys up.
up. Lock your valuables up. Period.
You think sex toys are valuable?
Do you
For
know
some
how much
people,
they
yeah.
cost?
Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, he does. Did we
do.
ever find out what it was?
What is what?
What the hell did he order?
Did he order a hibachi or whatever the fuck it's called?
Nigga ordered a fleshlight.
Did y'all see the picture of somebody who had a flashlight on the front of their walker?
Yes.
That's terrible.
I'm like, bruh.
You should have seen it. It got posted in the group.
Oh, it was our
to
group.
Me, it posted.
I scrolled when I was looking at it at work.
Man, fam is so filthy, dog.
He bought a flashlight.
Like, fam come in straight from school, get to it, and take a nap. I was like, bro, you got to relax, dog. Like,
He had a rough day at school. He need to rub one out.
what little bitch got you hot and bothered on a bus, my guy? Like,
at least he ain't just out here dumping with the local dumper
damn,
dog.
like, dog came in the
Hey,
house.
bro, giving after school special a whole new meaning.
Dog came in the house was like, Mark, I'm gonna need like 20 minutes to myself. I'll
Hey, bro.
do your thug thizzle bizzle. Just make sure when you come back up here, you wash your hands.
Wash
man.
your hands, bro. Nigga, you wash your hands.
Dog, straight in the house.
Okay, so I have a question about that.
I ain't got no
Y'all
answers
guys.
for you.
So, I mean, this is usually a hostily awkward question, but we here now.
What did we call this segment last
Girl
time?
question.
As-
Girls question.
As guys, like, what introduced y'all to masturbating? Did y'all see it? Did somebody tell y'all what to do, or did one day you just start tugging on it? It was like, oh, I like this.
A little bit of all three.
I don't even know.
No, real talk. A little bit of all three. So,
I think I saw it on the porn.
yeah, I seen it on the porn first, and didn't think twice about it. Then, of course, young lady was telling me like, "Hey, you need to do that, or else that shit build up, and the very first time you get some, you gonna you gonna have a problem." And then one day I was in the bathroom washing up, and hey,
You went across it with the towel and got a sensation. It was like, hey, well, wait a minute.
like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little more motivation.
Fam.
Because I've always wondered that, like, even when it's just, okay, perfect example with you. Like, you didn't grow up with your dad around.
Right.
You know, you single mom. And primarily women around you because me, mom, granny, like, it wasn't a whole bunch of boys around you. And the ones that were, I can't really see y'all just sitting there having a, hey, you start touching your dick yet conversation.
How do you
Like, so at what point do you just decide, like, hey, I'm finna try and see how this works?
When you wake up and it's up already and you can't walk out in the house because you live in a house full of women, so you got to figure out how to make it go away.
Well, I mean,
No, real talk.
I hung out with so we did the Interpro, like, we all found the first porno and shit. Everybody, like, sat around and watched it. You know, my inquisitive ass, I was like, fam, what's the white stuff? Everybody looked at me like I was stupid. I'm like, motherfucker, that's a general question. I ain't fucking yet. Does anybody else in this room know why y'all motherfuckers looking at me like I've lost my mind?
You said the question that wasn't ready to be spoken. That's why.
I wanted to know.
Do y'all even remember the first time y'all beat y'all meat?
No. And if a man does, he's not fucking.
Not necessarily. It could have been a milestone.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
No, because it could have been something specific that was connected to it.
I get what you're saying.
I think when I started, like,
So it's like, man, I remember it was the first day of third grade because I had a new teacher and she was bad, and I went home and I whacked it, like some shit like that. Like, it could be a real sentimental moment attached to the first time you beat me.
Okay, if that's happening to a third grader, how the fuck are you making it through your school year?
How old are they when they're in third grade?
They not that old. Let me see.
I guess I'd be getting confused because these kids
7,
big as fuck now,
8.
dog.
They like 9 or 10.
Do you know how many?
You're not working like that yet.
Do you know how many kids that's at that fucking elementary school my kids go to that's taller than me already?
You're a short woman as well, though, Mimi.
I mean, I think it was when I started discovering, like,
porn.
Right, like when I found Pop's stash of, like, videotapes.
My first.
Did he have a bunch of BBW porn? He just seemed like the type.
Yeah, he had a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, I can believe it.
My dad at least had,
like,
he had a nice eclectic layout.
He was
porn.
oily in leather pants with handcuffs and dancing the genuine pony. So.
Yeah. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you.
I mean, no, we're here now. We're going to discuss a little bit of this because it's crazy. I mean, so yeah, like when I discovered porn, but like when you beating it at that time, like I hadn't hit my shit yet, so like it was just you shooting blanks.
So is the sensation different then? Does it intensify as you get more mature then?
No, once you find that vein, it's the same.
Like you doing it just because you curious versus once you actually know what you're doing for the pleasure.
I think that shit hit overnight too, because it was like I had done this shit like 3 days prior and I was still shooting blanks. So I thought I was in the clear. And then oh shit, wait, no, cleanup patrol. Now you stashing shit because you don't want nobody to find it.
Oh, you talking about that nocturnal one?
It's like 2 in the morning. Motherfuckers here to shower. Mark, what are you doing? Hey man, don't worry about it. I'm chilling.
Oh man.
I was sweating in my sleep. Mind your business.
Right.
It's hot in here.
That night. You know, as a little boy, like no one prepares you for the nocturnal one, where
man.
you ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't, and all of a sudden you just jizzed on yourself out the blue.
Oh no, I was whacking it, fam.
Oh, you
Like,
terrible.
I was getting to the shit, and I just didn't expect that shit.
Tone talking about an actual wet dream.
Yeah.
And it's like, ain't that, and I think that's the thing that I don't understand about y'all, where it's like, when they in like that wet dream stage, like you ain't even do nothing and you just nut because you thought about it.
Because
That's a good ass
it's that
thought.
pressure. It's all that build up.
But nothing touching it.
But so maybe wet dreams are lucid dreams.
Because you thinking about it and it's like,
Yeah.
if y'all capable of that, then how do y'all get blue balls?
But maybe wet dreams are like lucid dreams where you actually think you're doing something,
Yeah,
but
that's
you're
what I'm
not.
saying. You might physically be, you might make
Like
some people move in their sleep, so you
Right.
could be going through the motion.
Right, like you could
Oh,
be,
so you just massaging your dick on a comforter and get one off.
Or you roll over on your stomach and you keep trying to adjust yourself and you making it worse.
right, like you think you just adjusting yourself because you're uncomfortable, but in your dream you think you out here
You-
pounding some cheekage.
Taking like Halle Berry to Pound Town or something.
Yeah, so maybe wet dreams are just lucid dreams.
And then you just wake up with,
I have
sticky
these
substance all over you.
Yeah. Yeah, you niggas be on cleanup patrol ASAP.
man, be scared. Clothes that got thrown in the hamper ASAP. That's not what you went to sleep in.
I think that's my biggest thing about like having a boy.
Especially when you don't do your laundry.
Right, that's
Oh,
what I was going to say.
man.
Like being the one to do the laundry and discovering like, why are these shorts so crunchy?
Like, you know what? You go pick up a towel, that towel is crunchy. Or you realize your son just keeps going through Kleenex,
Or I'm
but he
just-
ain't got no cold.
I'm just sitting
First
here
of
like,
all,
first
dude.
of all, don't nobody in this house use starch.
Do not wipe your dick with Kleenex.
That just makes it stick
Worse.
to it. Yeah.
Kleenex
Like if
sticky.
niggas is really trying to clean up
Niggas got
jizz with Kleenex tissue, no, it's not gonna work.
They grab the first thing they can, dog. They don't. Ain't nobody had the conversation with
Oh,
them.
I'm sorry, I'm advanced now. You have to get yourself a warm towel and clean yourself off.
Episode 150, people.
Hey, look, man.
Or go into the DFS flashback sections and find ball bagging.
I think everybody should have a bottle warmer.
Why?
Keep the warm towels on deck, my guy.
A bottle warmer.
That's what I'm trying to figure that out. You mean the wipe warmer?
Or whatever keeps the baby shit warm. Just keep your
Yeah, there's a white warmer.
Yeah.
keep your fresh linen.
TT like wipe warmers. She have flushable wipes that she
Because
goes
I
to.
did. I used to feel so guilty. Like, I would actually take a wipe and kind of like hold it in my hand for a couple seconds just to try to warm it up with my body heat. Because I know how I would feel. It's already the middle of the night. You mad because you got this shit on you. And now here I come with this cold ass baby wipe. Like, yeah. Like,
Baby, using a baby wipe just feels so disrespectful. Like, I'm not good enough for an actual clean towel.
Nah, my guy. His baby wipes to get it in, get it out.
Hoe bath is what they're called.
Oh, who?
Hoe baths.
First of all, you know how that's just strictly using baby wipes?
No, a hoe bath is like you need to clean up, freshen up certain areas real quick. So they grab a baby wipe, they hit the key areas.
that is not a whole bath.
That
bath.
That is a slut.
Okay, slut bath.
And a whole bath is like, instead of getting in the tub or getting in the actual shower, you hitting, we call it hitting the hot spots. You hitting the hot spots at the sink.
I call that just washing up.
So it's,
That's a whole bath.
yeah.
I call that washing up. You got 10 minutes to get ready for work.
In 10 minutes, you can easily shower. I get so lost in the fucking, all that
Man,
hot water.
the
feel
minute I
amazing.
sit down, whether I got a shit or I'm just not woke yet, I'm in the bathroom for at least 45 minutes.
Yeah, so, but yeah, because for us, we got, because we got to do obvious, hits. We got to hit
Pits
under
under
tit,
tits.
too.
Pits and under tits.
Depending on what you got, because some of them, they don't even got an under tit. It's just
Aw.
like there's nothing under it because
That guy's got chesticles.
it
I
ain't.
don't even think it's that, dog.
Yeah.
2 bee stings.
Like Kanye West was showing love to the bee stings.
Hey, they need love too.
No, they don't.
Why not?
That's like sucking a man's chest.
First of all, I hope you've never sucked a man's
I
chest
have
to even
never.
know the
It
comparison.
was a cute video that I saw on Instagram.
Oh, the man baby's breastfeeding off of him, or I think it was.
No, it was another one. The dad was laying in the bed with no shirt. He was like, "Dude, what is you doing? It ain't no milk." And the baby was just trying to get something out of it, and the mom was recording, cracking up. I'm like, instead of starving your baby, fam, go feed him. It's funny though.
It's just a natural reaction.
Because they had you put them up in there, wiggle right down, like, do
Hey.
that.
When we get to heaven, I don't care which one of us gets the opportunity to talk to him. Somebody ask that nigga why men have nipples. Because there's no purpose for us to have nipples.
Y'all look weird as fuck without them. Like how in the cone heads, they look crazy with no butt cracks.
What?
So we just got nipples for cosmetics.
Visual effect.
Like, I mean, they're sensitive, and I like to get played with when I'm getting some. But outside of that, they have no purpose.
You know what's funny? Of all things for you to ask, I wouldn't think that would be it.
I just want to know why we got belly button. Well, I know why we got belly button. I want to know why pictures of Adam and Eve are drawn with belly buttons.
Right.
But
I would want to, if I was a guy, instead of asking, well, why do I have nipples? I would ask, so you was being funny? So for you to say that homosexuality is a sin and blah, 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 you still thought it would be funny to put my G-spot in my booty as a man.
That's a great question. I don't feel like the way you asked it was a question. That was more like a statement.
right, because that's what it sounded like. First of all, I don't care about my G-spot. So that's why it's not on my mind to ask him that.
No, I'm just
Secondly,
saying, like,
but yeah, that contradiction is funny as hell.
because why would you do that? Like,
Maybe that's why gay dudes like anal sex.
But that's the only kind of sex they can have.
they have oral.
No, that's not sex.
I mean, you can
It's
put
called oral sex. It's
People-
a form of it.
It's not.
you can put it in your ear.
Ugh, kind of nasty, kinky
About to
shit.
fuck in the ear and blow her brains out. I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Just want to have people hear you coming? That's what it is?
Not me, because I don't want to do anything with a guy.
No, but I don't,
Don't be
I don't
coming.
understand
Don't
that.
be coming in bitches' ears, dog. That's just rude.
She say, come in my ear. I'm coming in her ear.
I do wonder though, if guys know that their G-spot is in their butt and they are with their woman who is not a man, are they afraid that if they let their woman do it, they'll like it so much that they'll then be swayed to let a man try it? Like,
No.
what is it?
No, they'll just turn into
Like,
stiff.
are they
They'll just turn into stifle at the end of American Pie. Trying to find whatever reason that they can get her to put her finger in there.
That's so they feel like they'll like it too much.
But at least if it's their girl, they'll whatever.
Oh, you don't put your thumb up a couple asses?
Hell no. No, I got my video game callus back. I'm sorry now.
She's idolizing her Nintendo-itis that she's getting.
Because it was hard playing it because it's like, damn, man. Then you get, as soon as you pull one of these, then they uppercut you in your shit and you got to try to recover.
You can.
But,
Oh, you can.
all you can eat. That's what I need right now.
Oh man, we need to plan a trip to Ponderosa.
I ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, we know.
Look, don't come at me like that. Because don't make it seem
So-
like I'm always the unemployed
All right,
bum
so-
of the bunch.
No, you just the sleepy motherfucker in the bunch.
You sleepy as fuck. All right, so let's finish up this last round of questions. So, Mimi,
Yes.
what would you ask the man upstairs?
How the fuck did we get to a round of this shit?
Because this is where we was at when talking about the G-spot in the butthole. And the,
No,
and the
it
male
was about the
nipples.
nipples.
And so, and the male
I didn't
nipples.
start it.
I'd ask God if he got cash out.
I asked my question already.
Why? Because he probably got one.
Just saying, because apparently niggas at this Last Supper was kind of tight when he needed that cash.
Dog.
Not Cash App, probably like $G Money or some shit.
G Money.
JMC.
Jesus Money Christ.
Yep. Don't forget the money.
My question gonna be disrespectful. I wouldn't even wanna.
No, what would you ask her?
Like we'd be in a heated debate. Cause I want to know, like,
first of all, is your guy that you talking to white?
How you gonna be in a debate with a nigga that created everything and is always right?
He ain't always right.
I didn't say it was true. I just said he was right.
That's what I have to ask. If it's a white man, sometimes you might just say whatever the fuck you want to.
Now.
But if it's black,
let's settle down.
If it's a black god, fam might take you there. Or what if you get up there and you find God is actually a woman?
And all she do is wear a big moo-moo and sing, I know a place. Ain't nobody crying.
I'm like, clearly, bitch, you ain't been down to where we was at. Because everybody was fucking crying because you was up here fucking shit up.
I take you there.
Who God has diabetes?
Like Big Mama?
Hey, dog, I gotta get insulin shots.
What if he's an amputee?
That's why he ain't came down. He lost the leg.
Wasn't there an episode of The Simpsons when motherfuckers had like they gangrene limbs, went to heaven and waited for him? He told him that story. He said when you should get amputated to go to heaven and wait on you.
Dog, what if you do? Like, what does that area look like? It's just a bunch of legs and arms floating around. Hey, if you a conjoint...
Maybe it looked like one of those police evidence lockers until somebody come up there to
claim it. Maybe they don't know you can claim it. Okay, so if conjoint twins die in a car accident, are they still together when they get up there?
I don't know. Man. What do you think?
What if one of them wants to stay together if the other one wants to be separated?
Or what if one was destined to go to heaven and one was destined
to
go to hell?
What if one lived their life right and the other one was a fucking dick? Like, one was a passenger, but the other one's the one that caused the car accident. Technically, that's suicide. So he don't go.
That motherfucker was at St. Peter door like, can somebody bring the saw out?
Like, how do you solve this problem? And how do you find a complaint on Angels in Heaven HR?
Wow.
Does Angels have a union?
I feel like heaven.
I think they got a union now.
I feel like heaven is one big open space, but they still got doors.
What? Don't you need walls for doors?
No. Remember how the APA used to do it back on like Monday Night Raw?
They did. You just have a door.
This is a fucking door. This is big ass open space.
You know what? I can see that because that's how you would get to your assignment.
Nigga walk around the door. Excuse me, can you go out and knock? Motherfucker, ain't no walls up here.
Is there wrestling in heaven?
As many dead wrestlers as there are, it should be.
But half them niggas didn't die the right way. So if you go to hell, does that mean you wrestle for Fire Pro Wrestling?
All right, so Tone is sleepy.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, dog. What do you expect?
We are all hungry.
My stomach just gave up and just wants sleep over food.
I need a burger or something. What time is it?
I just said it's 1 o'clock.
Game time. Roof.
Anyway, all right. With that being said, we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to this interesting, random ass episode.
Free my nigga Jesse Smollett. He don't deserve 64 years. But he still shouldn't have lied.
Okay, maybe not 64. Give him at least 3. 3 to 5.
Get that nigga probation or something.
No, 3 to 5, bro. He said, first of all the resources you use from the Chicago PD to find some fictitious people.
How much money did they really invest in this case, bro?
He's a high-profile celebrity,
This
dog.
is like a $40 case.
No, it is not.
You could have got a hand job for this fucking case.
Second, he involved 2 Africans in his scheme.
Who should not be charged.
No, they're not charged.
Thank you.
But it's a simple fact that if you're going to sit here and lie and say some white people in a MAGA hat attacked you, do not get the opposite end of the spectrum to play these white guys.
He definitely should have got some white dudes.
If you're not going to get white dudes, at least get some light-skinned niggas so they don't show up in the cameras right. Something. Hire some olive-colored Mexicans or something.
I just want to know how these niggas is on camera buying all the supplies.
Number 3. There was a lot of fucking evidence that apparently appeared in the media when this is supposed to be an investigation going on. So, who in the Chicago Police Department is leaking shit?
That nigga Jesse, stop calling.
I understand, the life of a cop doesn't pay for the amount of money that as many times you risk your life every day, especially in Chicago.
You know who got to have the hardest job? Fucking 911 dispatcher.
No, I think their job is easy. The hardest part is just trying not to laugh at it.
No, I couldn't do that.
Motherfucker call you in a frantic and you got to get them calm so you can do your job.
And I'm too emotional.
But some of them, that's a skill. That's a natural skill. So they can do it with no problem.
I just think that's a very difficult job.
I think that job would give me PTSD.
I believe that. Now, that I can believe. I definitely can believe that.
Because your life, like a person's life is in your hands if you don't get the right information.
But that's where sometimes technology kicks in too. One of the greatest things about the fact that everybody got cell phones now, whether or not we can get fully a hold of you, we can use the tracking of your phone. The GPS in your phone can at least tell me where your phone is, so we can at least send first responders to wherever the hell this damn phone is. And hopefully you're still near the scene of the crime or accident or burning building or wherever the fuck is going on that you called us. It ain't like it used to be before.
You gotta play into with scenarios, and it's like I can't be on the phone and somebody is telling me that somebody just shot my mom, and it's a little kid. But you get trained for all that. And I'm not saying that you couldn't do the job, but they're not going to just throw some random chick who used to do call centers for Samsung on the same kind of phone call as a 911 dispatcher without crisis training and all that kind of shit. But you can't train me not to be emotionally receptive to that. I'm naturally an empath. And I get that. And that job would drive me nuts. But that's probably why you might not even get considered for the job, because of how empathetic you are. On one side of the coin, we need those people to, console them, calm them down. But if you're the kind of person that gets sucked into the conversation or sucked into the emotional atmosphere, you're no better than the person on the phone. Well, not even that. I mean, I'm not even saying where it has to be in a moment. I may be able to keep my composure in the moment. But in the end, of course, I'm going to know the location of everything that's going on. So you tell me that this little boy been shot on such and such block. And then I go home and I don't even have to look at the news. All on Facebook, I'm saying, oh, man, the little boy died. But I was the last person to take that call, and it's just, that would haunt me to always know that. They got therapy for all that, though. It's part of your job. I'm just saying that's PTSD and I'm nervous. Just because
it's a part of your job does not mean that shit won't bother you.
Oh, no, we're not saying it won't bother you, but like the therapy and all that to help how to cope with it and how to channel it somewhere. Because, like you said, the little boy had to see his mom die, okay? And you talk to the little boy, and unfortunately something happens to the little boy. I don't care who you are or what you are. That shit's going to bother you, period.
Right.
Regardless. Because that's like even when you got firefighters and shit. When they trying to save and babies die in the fire.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
that shit sits on them. But that's why those kind of jobs, they give you all the tools. And then depending on the department you work in, some supervisors will make you go see these people. Like, nah, man, I get it. You tough-skinned, you cool, you holding yourself together, but you can't get back on this phone until you go talk to this therapist.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Only because they know how this shit can affect people.
Couldn't be a 911 dispatcher.
And that's what I say, it's not for everybody. That's why the screening process is pretty hard, too.
But, see, we weren't debating the resources that they give. I debated the fact that you said that that's the easiest job, and it's not. That's not an easy job.
You're not out in the streets getting shot at. Emotionally, it's not an easy job.
And that's the biggest part for me.
Okay, emotionally, it's not. For some people, because they so fucking cold-hearted, it's an easy job for them. You get some people that say, it's just a job. I'm coming in to work.
And we see news stories about them too.
It's true.
Because there was a bit like I literally wanted to fight her because they released a 911 call. And she's talking to the little girl. Like, the little girl is telling her and giving her the information. And she's saying, like, my mom, she not breathing. She not moving. Well, is there another adult there? Put your mom on the phone. She not moving.
Bitch, I just told you my mama ain't breathing. See, you get faded.
And so the little girl is like, and she was young too, but she was so intelligent and articulate. Like, she was calm. She wasn't crying and freaking out. She knew how to handle that call. But the bitch that she had, the dispatcher that she got, this bitch is like, I'm supposed to be somewhere. Like, she didn't want to be on the fucking phone or some shit. And they released that call. And it's like, it wasn't just a case of unprofessionalism. It's like, bitch, people's lives is on the line. And she's like, well, where's your dad? Where's this? Where's that? She's telling you that nobody's there. And she's giving you, she went outside. Because the lady asked her, like, well, where are you? And she went. This little girl was smart enough to know to go outside and look, to be able to give her the address and tell them exactly where they were. But this dispatcher is asking her all of the wrong shit. You need to be sending help. She's telling you where they at. And you still trying to get a fucking adult when everybody's shot.
Yeah, she terrible human being.
I wanted to fight her so bad.
Everybody wanted to fight her.
Yeah, she should be out of a job.
Well, you know what? And the crazy part is, if the dispatcher was the reason why that person couldn't been saved, she probably would have got fired. If that person still got saved, they would probably reprimand her and put her through training. Because it's hard to get dispatchers, though. So you're not just going to fire them, just...
Well, she should have been fired.
Can't fire everything, though.
Hey, bro.
Oh, she got fired.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Was she black?
She need her ass beat up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she definitely should have been fired.
White folks be loving shit like that. They be so into it. They go home feeling renewed.
Right, when you save a nigga life, that was joyous.
That's why I like the show 911. Because it shows first responders and dispatchers. And sometimes the dispatchers be really having these serious situations. And it be showing like how the first responders and the dispatchers be working together to figure some shit out. It was pretty cool.
911 dispatcher hung up on thousands of calls she didn't feel like talking.
Oh, no, she gone. She got to get the fuck up out of here.
How the fuck do you...
Because she didn't feel like talking.
Do you know they actually rolled that into an episode of...
Ain't nobody got time for this.
They rolled that into an episode of 911 about a dispatcher who was doing that. She was like just getting things through and not even paying attention. Now, they fucked around and made her the person on the other end of the call one time and whatnot. But it was, yeah.
Did they come save her, dumbass?
Yeah, of course. First responders will always come save people.
I mean, sometimes
you can't just let everybody die just because you want to let them die, dog.
I wouldn't let you die. If I can save you, I'm going to save you.
As you should. You're a first responder.
Just don't.
And that's a job I couldn't do. I couldn't do firefighting. And I'm not even talking about me being fat. Just the actual job itself, I couldn't do that.
You're not running in no burning building?
I couldn't, like, mentally, I could not just run into a burning building.
But when you're saving people time, you have to put yourself last.
Which is why I couldn't do that job, because my mental... Okay, I have a semi-fear of heights, okay? So, and that ladder, you gonna have to get on that damn ladder.
Right.
And that ladder gonna take you way the fuck up there.
Right.
I am not finna not be able to do my job because I'm paralyzed in fear, because I feel like this truck is gonna tip over and me and this ladder coming down.
You gotta have faith.
Okay, let me continue, because I'm not listening to Juan right now. All right.
I just told you some real shit, though.
And I believe you. And then, two, some of these situations that the people have to go in, dog, some of these situations can be really fucked up. So like a building collapsed. We got to go in this building to find survivors. Okay? That's your job. The building is still unstable. So I can be going into this building and never coming out. I can then turn into one of the survivors that are trapped there. And I only have 30 minutes of air. So my last days, I can't even reach out to my family to say my last goodbyes. Because you can't get to me.
I think your mental will have you focused on the wrong things.
Yeah, staying alive is not a bad thing to focus on. Because if I can't get myself out, how am I going to be able to help somebody else get the fuck out?
But see, when they are called to come save you, I'm pretty sure him thinking about, well, damn, how the fuck am I going to get out of this? It's the last thing on his mind because he's going in there with the intention that both of us are coming out.
Which is why I said I couldn't do that job.
Because you're a fucked up nigga.
No, I'm not. That is a legitimate thing to have a fear of. That's like saying that Mimi was the first responder at the fucking person passed out in the public museum in the butterfly thing. As much as she has a job to focus on, her fear of these butterflies is going to stop her from doing her job.
It's a dead body? Or are you going in and save it?
All right, so
it's a dead body.
No, if I have on like the fire suit thing, I don't think it'll be as bad because they can't touch me, and I mean it's gonna be hard, but I don't know, man.
You see, that's what I'm saying, and that's my whole thing. Certain fears I have, I know are paralyzing to me.
You right, because if I show up on the scene and you is tied up with a big ass boa constrictor, my guy, you dead the motherfucker.
And the crazy
I'm
part,
getting fired.
And the crazy part was one of the first episodes of 911 I seen, that was one of the calls. She went to sleep and her boa, because her house got cold, her boa constrictor came in the room and wrapped itself around her arm while she was asleep. And he wasn't letting go because he was looking for her for heat. Like, dog, I'm not finna be that person.
Oh, yeah, you dead, bro. dead.
And that's the thing about a first response.
What the fuck they need heat for? Ain't they cold-blooded?
I don't know what it was, but that was the thing. She had all these reptiles.
Reptiles.
They look for warm spots.
I don't know. Sound like a Google moment.
They still need heat just like everybody else.
Well, because most people I know with like reptiles, they usually have a heat lamp.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They need heat. But that's my whole thing. Like, me and Teresa was talking about moving to Texas until I seen an article where...
I know that's how anacondas hunt people. They got a heat sensor.
Yeah. Like, I read an article where a man had 52 rattlesnakes under his house. He didn't even know they were there. First of all, how do you not know rattlesnakes are under your house? They fucking make noise when they move. I couldn't. I'm like, when I seen that, it's like, you know what? I can't move down south. That alone stops me from. I'm staying in Milwaukee. I'll survive cold winters knowing I don't have to worry about random ass snakes. That's why I couldn't be a person.
They are naturally cold-blooded, but their body temperature fluctuates with the heat and shit.
Yeah. So, like, dog, for me to walk into a room from a first responder and it's a snake situation, bitch, either you losing your arm or I'm killing the snake. Because I'm cutting it. I'm not trying to save it.
Oh, man, you're going to have a bullet hole in your arm because I'm pulling out the pistol. I'm shooting.
Nah, that's why I couldn't do it, dog. I'm a terrible human being, but I can't do it, dog.
And that's the hard thing about being a parent. When you are a parent, your instincts go completely side, like your adrenaline, and you freak out. Now afterwards, you may freak the fuck out, like, get it off me. But
I do have to give mom credits for that, because I've seen some moms completely fucking forget the whole situation to save their kid, and then after it's over with, then they realize what the fuck they just did.
Yeah,
it'd be like that.
But yeah, saving your kid comes first. They dive off a building to catch that kid to make sure it don't hit the ground.
Yeah, clearly I broke my shit making sure Jelly Bean didn't fall down the fucking side. I should have let her go.
She probably would have been a better person because of it.
Because First of all, would it really been that bad? The stairs had carpet on them.
Your bones and your density is a whole lot thicker than hers.
She bounces back faster than me because she's still a child.
No, but I'm saying, like, it might have
been... already being an adult, it was worse for me to take that break than her.
But imagine if she would have, like, arm or back or something like that. You couldn't live with that. We just got an ankle, and we look at you today. Still up, moving around, enjoying your life.
Look. Toddlers are the fucking Rubbermaid beings of humans.
Oh, you don't think? I got 2 of them. I know.
Exactly. Exactly. So you know that they bounce off. You think that they should be laid out, concussed, and they jump right up like nothing happened.
And do it again at that.
I just want to let you know, if you'd have let Jelly Bean fall and then she'd have hurt her back, every time I seen her, I was going to talk like Bang.
Hey, we were still going to Outback. Hey.
We still did go to Outback.
I'm saying if she had hurt her back.
Because that's how I met Stamps for the first time.
I was at work that day.
She so called me mean. Like, you're so damn mean.
I missed that whole trip.
Yeah, that shit was lit. No, you wasn't at work that day.
I wasn't with y'all.
You was.
Not when you failed.
I think Monte was with us.
I was at work.
So how did you get to my house?
I was after work.
Yeah, we scooped him on the way coming back.
I'm like, because he was definitely there because he's the one who stayed there with the kids while I drove myself to the hospital at 3 miles an hour because he couldn't drive.
So everybody sees you.
I was so mad. So mad because I had to drive myself. And like my shit, I was cool.
You know what? You had a lot of fucked up situations at that place. But we're actually damn near almost at the 2 minutes, 2 hour mark. So
you should get a boyfriend, and these things won't happen to you.
She got a whole new list of problems, dog.
Yeah, I do.
We gotta
get a boyfriend.
Why?
Get her employed first.
Those the problems.
Or she get a boyfriend.
Boyfriends are the problems.
No, they're not the problem.
Black men cheat.
No. Well,
you know what? We gonna end the show.
I'm Puerto Rican, so I don't know nothing about black men.
Right there. So I'd like to thank all y'all for tuning into this edition.
I like to say, yeah, baby. It's the American show. It's the American dream. That's the rules, baby.
I don't know why Juan is still fucking talking when he's clearly here. We're trying to close the show.
So I don't get no fin up.
Fine, I'll just cut the shit off right here then.
No, you will not.
All right. Now, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to this week's episode of the Death Fresh Show. Make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going to give y'all a whole big long spiel. And Juan, what did you take away from today's episode?
To listen to Socially Awkward.
Wait your turn.
Yeah, we're going to listen to Socially Awkward. Shout out to Broshily Awkward coming soon.
Well, it's your fault that I had to put in there because you don't got the little rewind sound that he be talking about.
See, even she said we need that motherfucker sound.
Then go find it, since you want all this extra fancy shit that you want to talk about at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm not going to remember none of this.
Who worked the board?
I told you about it at 7:30 one night.
And I don't remember.
Just like a nigga.
So, with that being said, once again, I thank y'all for tuning into another edition of the Death Fresh Show.
I hate my engineer / co-host because this motherfucker he just openly lies about shit sometimes.
I clearly just told you I don't remember. How's that a lie?
Because I think you lying to me.
Dog, we haven't actually recorded.
Let me guess. You don't know how to hog tie people?
Who the fuck knows how to hog tie people other than racist white men?
Apparently, R. Kelly knows how to hog tie people.
You know what? We're not gonna talk about
that. That's some wild shit to be accused of.
Juan,
it is.
Can we end the damn show?
I'm just saying, I don't know how to hog tie people either.
I hope not.
I mean, if I did, I wouldn't tell nobody.
Can we just go fucking home? I just want to go home.
I'm hungry.
Just shut up so we can leave.
I can't shut up because I'm hungry. I can't stop rapping.
I'm going to cut his damn mic off. All right, this episode was brought to you by the letter B, the letter E, and number 2. We out.
Possess, come.
Right, exactly. Like, we ain't got time for that.
But I agree with you 100%. I pitched that to my church, and they're looking into that.
What?
Financial planning and
Yeah.
credit repair.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody needs that. I've always said they need to take one of the math classes they make you take in school and make it 100%
It's
business
absolutely-
education.
It should
That's
be.
an advantage that they have over us.
Yeah.
From the time that their kids, their parents are teaching them
how to manage money.
works,
How money works.
Because
how to
algebra
keep-
2 didn't teach me nothing.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
How money
I
works.
need
I can
Yeah.
care less about the Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah,
I need to know how
Yeah.
to balance this checkbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
to
don't
tell
care.
somebody, hey, trying not to use more than 33% of your credit card and then pay that off every
Right.
day. And,
They don't even understand.
They wouldn't
33.
know.
Yeah.
Why give me $1,000 and I can't use the whole $1,000?
Hey.
That's a
But
wrap.
that's what we think. We got $1,000 credit
And not
card.
only
and then
that,
we only
but
got to pay the
just-
$23 a month.
Right, exactly.
Or-
Like, cool.
Yes,
Or-
I got it.
Or your
Yes.
family would teach you just pay it all off and not understanding how making monthly payments work better for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of miscommunication, but not only that, but I think the biggest thing is living within our means.
Yeah.
Like we
We don't even know what that is.
we don't know what that, and a lot of people don't really know how much money they make. They know how much money they gross, but they don't really know what they net. So they're living off gross, but you working with net.
Right.
So you already behind.
Yep.
Facts.
I've always had a simple rule for myself, and it took me a long time to get here, so don't act like I came in the game with this. I was better part of 32 years old when I figured this out. Live with the 40-hour check.
Yep.
Now, if I work 45, if I work 50 hours,
Yep.
put that money in a savings or something somewhere,
Yeah.
but live within 40 hours. Reason being is because if I ever have to go back to not getting overtime and I got to get a 40-hour
Yeah.
check,
You already used to
I'm
living that way.
comfortable
Yeah.
living that
Yeah.
way.
And it's within your means. So anything else is a bonus.
Y'all know that's
anything else is a
right.
bonus.
But that's hard for people to do. They get that extra money. We're going to Duke's.
Listen, I'm buying some bundles out here.
I'm not saying you shouldn't treat yourself every now and then. Just there's no reason to be treating yourself
Every
single
Yeah.
week.
weekend.
Every week.
Yeah.
Take
You
a
get
break.
paid every Friday or every other
Stay
Friday
home.
or twice a month. There's no reason you should be treating yourself every time you get paid.
Stay home.
No.
But but I understand why we do though, because like you said, if you're the only black person at work and you doing this and doing that, when that Friday come, you like, I just want to live in the moment and be free and worry about that on Monday. You know, so I get it.
When
I
all
get
that
why
stuff
we
clear
do
on
it.
Monday, you be like,
Right.
Man.
Because I know I will say this. When I go out of town, for some reason, I think money doesn't count. I think calories don't count. I just be wilding out.
Wilding.
I'm like, oh no, everybody, it's on me.
Right.
It's okay.
I got this.
No, you're talking about vacation, right?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
vacation.
Well, then that's fine.
Yeah,
like if you
vacation.
just going out of town doing it, like
No.
ball out, come back.
Vacation.
But that's a benefit I actually get from working with older white people. See, while they think they're, shaming me because, they say stuff that's racist, but it's not
You really
directly
learn.
racist. Like, oh, you live in Milwaukee?
Right.
Why would you
Yes.
live in Milwaukee?
Right.
Oh,
Stuff like
wow.
that.
Move if you wanted to because they know what I make because we
They
all
make
make
the
the
same.
same amount.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you could move out of Milwaukee if you wanted to. And I'm thinking, how rude is that?
Motherfucker.
That's my home.
Right. Yeah. I'm born here.
Live here.
My
whole legacy is in Milwaukee.
Like y'all,
I want to be out in Oak Creek.
Right.
Y'all don't shovel it.
Right.
Y'all
Be
shovel
outcasted
inside.
out there.
You
Oh,
get
God.
stuck on the side of the road.
But I
trying to
do
live
learn
out
a
there.
lot from them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know these guys, are pulling in $110,000 a year, but they're driving little Toyota Corollas to work.
Yes, they are.
They're staying
they
in the
sure
houses
are.
that their
They
parents
wearing the
left for them
same.
when
Yes,
they
they are.
died.
They wearing the same shoes from 5 years ago. They
Yeah,
have not
Monarchs.
bought any new clothes.
They bring
and
the
I will
same
say
little
this.
box lunch to work every day.
Yes,
That's,
they
you
do.
know what? That's the hardest thing I had to learn how to do at work. We have a cafeteria there, and it's so easy just to grab something from the caf. I had to learn to start bringing my own food. I say like $300 a month.
Yes,
My
I bet
old
you
guy
do.
told me that at work, and it made sense, and that's been my rule ever since.
I will say that I agree. Being one of the only black people at work, you get to see their lifestyle and what they
Yeah.
do. And also for their kids, you know how we go. We buy our kids, we spend $1,000 at Christmas, fill up the tree, get a big tree. They'll go buy their kid one thing for their birthday, one thing for Christmas. Like their whole lifestyle and the
It's
way
just
that they
different.
view money is just different.
Yeah.
But
and it's not that they
their
can't,
kid
it's a
has
choice.
a trust account.
Right.
Their
So
kid
now-
does have a trust.
They
Right.
turn
So when that kid
18, 20.
21.
They be straight.
Right. They good.
They got scholarships going into school. They got room and board covered. They don't even got to move out if they don't want to.
They sure don't.
One of my
And they still
coworkers
sitting on money.
set his child up when he got married, him and his wife, a house.
Yeah.
Made
Yep.
the down payment and everything
Yep.
for them to move into their own house.
That's how they do it.
And mortgages.
But that's
are
how
way
you
cheaper
pass
than
on
rent.
generational wealth. That's what we don't have.
Exactly.
You know,
we
they
don't know
also have
how.
life insurance,
Yeah.
and that's what we don't
We
have.
don't have. We doing
Man, if I see one more
GoFundMes.
GoFundMe.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It's terrible.
But
One more GoFundMe.
we gotta
Do better.
We gotta do better.
We got
and it
to.
starts with the reparations.
It does. Listen,
Everybody-
Bernie,
Everybody take your
Right.
reparations
Kamala,
and save.
somebody. I'm voting for whoever trying to be on these reparations.
Look,
is
I
what
just
I'm
want
on.
you to give us
I'm gonna vote
fair
for Bernie.
housing.
Bernie, has been down for the cause.
He has.
He ain't like he want to answer
I don't
about
know how long he
reparations.
gonna
I
make
need
it.
a clear answer. What you trying to
Because
do,
he
Bernie,
ain't
for
trying
the
to be stupid.
reparations?
I ain't going to answer that just
Well,
yet.
he said flat out he didn't giving checks out. He said he's going and his version of reparations is going to be in the system.
Because you know what's
I'm
gonna
okay
happen.
for that.
I'm
I'm
all
down
for
for
that.
that.
But he knows what's going to happen if we just give out.
Yeah,
People,
that's
first
gonna be
of
a
all,
mess.
a large part of the population is about to be out here just getting high.
Yeah, they gonna be
Then,
doing too
yeah,
much.
Then the other
it's-
thing people
right.
gonna be
Illegal.
doing is buying bundles and stuff like that.
They
People
do
about to
too
be
much.
booking flights, and I know I'm gonna be one of them. I'm gonna be like,
Hey.
yep, I am going to Bali on second thought.
Hey, I will be there.
Shoot.
I'm just saying.
About to
same
be on
way-
tour. That's what I'm gonna be. Y'all gonna be like, did she have a job?
Hey,
What is she
I
doing?
need about
Abu
half
Dhabi.
of my
Be
student
like,
loans
oh,
out
that
here.
direct deposit.
Right, we in business.
First off,
Look,
I'm sick. I
no, it's gonna be like, first off, if you the regular labor, the staff, and the crew, and if you down with them, then if you do, I got my check.
Yes.
You gonna give
See
a fuck.
y'all
We
later.
ready, man.
Right, exactly. I'm be like,
The
all
world
kinda
would be
brand
so
new.
trifling. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm gonna be one of the trifle people. That's what I'm saying. We can't do that
Listen,
because I know I'm gonna act brand
because
new.
I can already tell, like, when
Not
people
off
get
of
their
5 Gs,
stamps
though.
and all
Man,
that stuff,
yes.
like, you know, like, when the
Yeah.
stamps hit.
oh yeah.
Yeah, can't go nowhere near
Yeah,
a
you
grocery store.
When they hit.
cannot.
When
You
the stamps
already
hit.
I just
know.
wanted to come in here and get some diapers.
Like,
for the
right,
girls.
like,
You made it sound like a stampede. or something.
That's how it feel at the
Man,
store.
With the stamp
The line
I
be
just
long.
like, I'm just trying to get
Everything-
some tissue, God. I
everything
can't
be
get what I
missing.
need.
See, that's why I just shop on Amazon. I don't even go to the store. I'm like, I can't be
Southwest
bothered with it.
Airlines, you ain't even gonna be able to get through to this.
At
route.
all.
Everybody booking flights.
Everybody about to be
Yeah.
out here.
Like, where's the All-Star game at this
Listen.
year?
Right, exactly.
What the hell?
Atlanta and Miami gonna be busy.
Busy.
But yeah.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, that would be a mess.
Yeah.
Or Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah, or
Yeah,
Dallas.
that was a new one. That was a new
Three
one.
hot spots for people from
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
I be
already
looking like,
know.
dog, is there anywhere else to go other than the 3 cities? Y'all know it's a whole world around us, right?
That's funny.
Try to go to LA,
Oh,
Coach Train. Do something over there.
man. Say, y'all in Dallas again? Gosh.
Just buy property there. It'll be cheaper.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
hey, if that check is right,
Hey,
I
listen.
might.
I'm gonna buy a house in Dallas.
Just rent it out.
I know that Airbnb.
Yeah,
though.
Airbnb.
For sure.
That's the new lick.
Yes,
that
it
it
is.
really
Every week,
is.
somebody on my timeline is traveling to Dallas.
Dallas.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they
Holler at
are.
me.
Traveling, I got people that moved to Dallas.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
But I like to thank all y'all for
Oh,
joining us
we would like
tonight.
to thank you
Yes,
for having
thank
us.
you for having
This
us.
was very exciting. We got to know Brunch with Besties a little bit better.
Yes, and we had a chance to get to know you guys.
Yes, thank you guys.
I guess I'll subscribe to y'all podcast.
So what you was on the fence
Right.
before? You was like, nah.
Yes. Well, thank you for the subscription.
I only heard of y'all podcast actually one time, and that was at trivia night.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we were part of Seth's trivia night too.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, we was here.
Stephanie
But because
Sweat.
I drive majority of the day.
So he don't make a lot of times.
Oh.
That time he did.
I
And
listen
he
to
listen-
podcasts
he listen
all
to
day,
pod
from
all
sun up
day.
to sundown
All
almost.
right.
Hey.
So
Well, add us to your rotation then.
so speaking of that, how can people find y'all?
Oh, we are everywhere. Everywhere you stream. So we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play. We are on
The Good News Radio
yes,
app.
for sure. Download that app for sure.
Oh yeah, 83. Oh man, it's gonna take too long to get
You ain't got nothing but space and opportunity. Just stop listening to us for a while.
Nice cover photo though.
Thank you. You can find us on Instagram at Brunch with Besties Podcast, on Facebook, Brunch with Besties Podcast, or you can look at our website, brunchwbesties.com.
Twitter.
Brunch W Besties on Twitter as well. Yeah, just everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
You want to give your info, Tori,
For what? What?
for real bar talk? Or
Oh.
you just don't care?
No, because Casey would kill me if I don't.
She would.
But y'all can listen to us at Real Bar Talk. That's Real Bar Talk on Facebook. Real Bar Talk MKE on Twitter. We are available on Spreaker, SoundCloud.
Everywhere you listen to your streaming platforms,
something
at.
like
Everywhere.
That's the best way to do it.
There you go. Right.
Because I'm finding us on apps I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, me too. But I think other people are adding us.
Yeah, I didn't know. I think people are doing that because I found us on an app called the Himalayas.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I saw
we've been running
something
with that
and
one.
somebody wrote, they were like, I don't own this podcast, but I'm adding it. And I was like, so you grabbed our RSS?
Right.
Like, what happened?
But I think that's what a lot of people are doing because they want to keep listening to you. So
on their own,
So instead of hunting you down, they'll just grab your RSS. It's like, okay, it comes here.
Right. I'm like, cool.
That's what I do with Amanda Seals show.
Spread the RSS.
Her small little doses. I just have it come right to my server and listen on there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it'd be cool to listen to. Don't let nobody know we got it so she don't come suing us. And
I know that's right.
Because I ain't got that kind of money.
Listen, shh. Don't tell nobody.
But I told him already. No. All right, so I'd like to thank all y'all for tuning into this episode of the Definitely Fresh Show. As we continue down the road to 200, make sure you check us out on, like I said, on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, or wherever you listen to your podcast at. With that being said, Juan, get your ass back in the studio ASAP. We out.